Hey there, friends. Thanks so much for stopping by Jami Jo Sells Wax. I am Jami Jo, your favorite Scentsy consultant. Well, maybe I'm not your favorite, but I am a pretty freaking awesome Scentsy consultant, if I do say so myself. And I have been working with Scentsy for over 15 years. Today, I am so excited to show you guys I want to say a brand new product, but it's kind of like a new spin on a product that we have had for quite some time. Today, we are going to be looking at the brand new Fragrance Flower Bouquets. Now, this is amazing because here we are, middle to end of January, and Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Perhaps you have a Valentine that you're going to be shopping for, and instead of getting fresh flowers that you're going to spend a fortune on and they're going to die within a week, you could grab this for just $35 US pricing, $35, and this is going to be an amazing bouquet of flowers that sit around, fragrance for months and actually never die. But perhaps it's a little too late to order that for Valentine's Day. This is something that you might love to have, that anyone would love to have any time of the year. This is not something that screams Valentine's Day only. However, it is an item in our Valentine's Day collection, which is a limited time offer. So the products launched a couple weeks ago, but I'm dumbfounded that these are still available. So let's look at what the fragrance flower is, how to put it together, and why I think that you are going to love it so much. The item comes in 2 boxes, so that it can be a little confusing. You're like, wait, I just ordered one thing, but I've got 2 boxes. These 2 things together work to make the Fragrance Flower Bouquet. So while I am working on unboxing these 2 items, let's talk a little bit about my channel and also how you can order. First of all, if you love Scentsy fragrance, and chances are if you're watching this, you do, I come to you every single day with a brand new video, new product releases, product reviews, all kinds of good stuff, all related to Scentsy. So if you love Scentsy fragrance, you should follow along. Click that follow button, subscribe. I think it's called subscribe on here. You know, every social media uses a different word. So go ahead and do that. That way you always get updates as to what is coming up. If you're like, Jami, stop talking right now, I need that bouquet, jump over to jamijosellswax.com. and you can grab it right there. Okay, so you're going to get, in 1 box, you're going to get the fragrance oil. Here's what's really cool about this particular Valentine's Day collection. It looks black on the screen, but this is actually a deep red oil. Now, when our fragrance flowers first came out, there was not color added to any of the oils, and we figured out as consultants that you could take Sharpie markers and tap the edges of the flowers with a Sharpie marker before you put it in the oil. And if you did that, once the oil soaked into it, it made a gorgeous like bleed of colors down into the fragrance flower. So Scentsy caught on that consultants were doing that, customers were doing that. And like they've done many times, they were like, all right, friends, I see what you want, and we're going to figure out a way to make it happen. So they did just that. They started coloring the oil of different items so that our fragrance flowers would be colored. Now, this is a Scentsy product, so you know it is absolutely going to smell amazing. This one is perfectly cute. It is one of our Valentine's Day collections of fragrances. Let me tell you, this one that I just showed you a second ago has been sitting in my bedroom, and I was laying in bed last night and it smelled so good. Like it was, I mean, not across the room, but a little bit further away from me on a dresser, and I could still smell it laying in my bed. So it does have some decent scent throw, not as much as a warmer is going to have or a fan diffuser is going to have, but it does have good scent throw. These are perfect for areas that you don't have electricity, that you can't use one of our other products, or just an area that you want something beautiful sitting there, but why not have it put off some fragrance as well? Okay, that's it about the oil. Normally, our fragrance flowers, we have a couple different designs, but normally you get one and the wick is going to stop about right there because normally the jar is much shorter. But this jar is a lot taller, so they've given us a longer wick. And because it is a bouquet, you are going to get 3 of the flowers. And right now, this is our first launch of this item. Now, let me tell you, Scentsy's usually pretty good about if something does really well, they make it happen more. But for our first launch of this item, we're only offering it in the Buttercup Bell, which is this design right here. Guys, these are handmade flowers. They make them in India. They are out of sola wood. I know it looks like paper, but this is actually wood. And if you look at the back of them, you can see the detail that goes into making them. These are each individually hand tied. Now, when you go to put together your bouquet, you're going to pull off this plastic. I mean, of course, pull off the plastic from the outside, twist off this black part, and then there's going to be a cap underneath that. You can use your nail, but I find it easier to grab a butter knife and pop up that little plug that's in there. And then you're going to put this ring on there. It's just for aesthetics, friends. It's just prettier than a naked ring or an ugly black thing. So do that. Then this is a very important step that many people miss. Your flowers are going to come to you with a little piece of paper on the end there. Do you see it wrapped around the base of the wick? You're going to want to take that paper off. So you could just slide it off or tear it off either way. They put that paper there so the wick doesn't unravel while it's sitting in storage or being shipped. But if you leave it on there, it's going to hinder the wick from fully absorbing the oil out of the jar. So it's very, very important with all of our fragrance flowers that you take that paper off of the end of the wick. Once you've done that, all you have to do is take the flowers and place them in the hole in the top of the jar of oil to where the wicks are fully down in the oil. Now you want to make sure, of course, it's going to be full at first, so it's going to be easy to make sure the wicks are in there. But as the oil starts to go down, you want to make sure that your wick is fully in the oil. Now you can prop these up or design them however you want. Make sure that you do that before you put them in here. I really don't want to touch these now because they've got fragrance, oil, and color all over them. And I don't want that on my hands. So make sure that you have it designed how you want right when you first put it in. Now, I will tell you that I have only had these flowers in this oil for 2 days now. And it looks like a lot of the oil is gone. And it could be deceiving for you to think that this is going to go super, super fast. That is not the case. It takes a lot of oil right at the very first because those flowers need to become fully saturated. So that is going to take quite a bit of oil out of your jar. But as these sit there, it's not going to go as fast. Now, this is the first time we've seen a bouquet, so I can't tell you how long these are going to last. However, we have had fragrance flowers for quite some time, and they're quite a bit smaller. So this is the size of our typical fragrance flower. And I know that these give off fragrance for 2 to 3 months. 2 months, I'm confident in telling you 2 months. I have seen them last up to 3. So I am thinking there's a lot more oil in this jar. Yes, there's more flowers pulling it out, but I am going to guess that this is going to last up to 2 months, just like our regular fragrance flowers. You've got more flowers, but you've got more oil. So I think it's probably going to be about the same time that we're looking at here. Like I said before, Scentsy is really good at bringing something out, seeing how people love it, and if we love it, like I do, this, chances are we are going to see it again in other limited time offer releases, or perhaps even in the catalog. I'm hoping that is the case, because I've fallen in love with this, and I know that we had sunflowers in the fall. I would freaking lose my head if I had a bouquet of sunflower fragrance flowers. I would lose my mind. Please, Scentsy, if you're watching this, make me a sunflower bouquet, please. I would love that. So guys, like I said at the first of this video, perfect for Valentine's Day. This would also be perfect to go ahead and grab now, set it back for Mother's Day. If you ever just know that you might need an I'm sorry gift, grab it, set it back. It happens, friends. Like I said, the limited time offer. When they sell out for now until hopefully Scentsy pops them out in another campaign. You can grab them at JamiJoSellsWax.com. Scroll down, you're gonna see collections and you'll see a picture of the Valentine's collection. Click there and that's where you're gonna find this. If you have questions about this or any other Scentsy item, don't hesitate to give me a text. I'm happy to answer any question that you have at 918-888-9690. You can find me on social media, Facebook and Instagram under Jami Jo Sells Wax, or just comment here on this video right here. Guys, I hope this was informative and told you everything you needed to know about this new bouquet. My name is Jami Jo, and I hope that you have a sensational day.